Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 558. Tonight what we're doing is continuing on with building our skill-specific strength and going through our journey of building our muscle up. Now, just to course through the process just a little bit, or kind of give you a roadmap of where we're kind of trying to take this. Yesterday, we finally started to build on skill-specific strength, and we did that by doing a reverse transition. We were able to use gravity, or use the assistance of gravity, take advantage of that to move the reverse way from the top to the bottom down through the transition, right? And that's the easiest way to be able to do that because we're just kind of following through gravity. Today what we're going to do is move closer to what you would feel like to do an actual transition, and we're actually going to do that by getting horizontal. We're going to get belly up, okay? Now behind me I have a little apparatus kind of put together. This is obviously not how I expect you to set it up at your house or at your gym, but sometimes when we're stuck in situations where I'm still trying to get the message across to you, I need to come up with interesting ways to show that to you. But what we have here is we have a bar that would be at a low setting, and picture this going across your squat rack, right? So you wouldn't obviously have kettlebells and a couple crates. That would probably get a little dangerous, but I'm willing to take that chance for you guys. So just kind of follow along, work with me here just a little bit for this one, okay? The idea is this. We get ourselves a foam roller that would be able to slide back and forth throughout the rack, all right? Now, we want to set a low bar setting, and that bar setting is going to be so low that we can barely squeak under the bar, right? This is going to kind of replicate that position in which we're trying to get the rings to if we were trying to do our muscle up to begin with. Now, what you're going to see here is the way I'm sitting on this roller is that the hocks of my buttock are kind of like falling off the back end, and that's going to allow you to get up and over. All right, if you put the foam roller up too high on your back, you're not going to be able to kind of do this transition. The easiest way, there's going to be 3 steps in which we can do this, all right? The easiest way is to keep our feet onto the ground. I forgot to say just one thing. When we take our grip position, we don't want to take a grip position out here like this, because this is going to replicate that bad position when we open the rings too quickly, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this nice tight grip position. This was kind of replicate where we want the rings to be as we come up and over through, right? So I take my hand position, and all I'm going to do now is just allow my feet to kind of guide me and slide down through. And this is the position in which we would get to if we were in a really good ring position. We'd be able to thrust our hips up vertically, and then we'd be able to kind of come through. And now when we talk about doing the transition portion, we always say, imagine doing the biggest sit-up you've ever done, right? Well, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing this using just that, a bar, right? It's a fixed object, and we're going to try to do the biggest sit-up that we ever can. Except now, I get to use my feet. So I'm going to drive off my heels, push my hands down towards my hips, and I'm just going to roll up like I would if I was going to go ahead and do my muscle up. Now, I don't have a prescribed set in which you're going to do here. This is just something that you're going to practice within, 10 minutes or so of skill work, okay? So don't think about this as a rep scheme. However, you do want to build up strength in this, so you're going to have to do several repetitions. So what it would look like here, it would just look just like this, where each time I drive off my heels and I get up and over. I drive off my heels and I get up and over. Now, if I wanted to make this more difficult because this seemed easy, all right, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to bring my feet up, but in a bent position, okay? So my levers won't be as long. The amount of weight pushing me down won't be as long, right? So I get down up here. Now as I start to drive backwards, okay, you'll see my feet just come up in a bent position like such, okay? The final position and the hardest position to do is when you bring your legs up in an L, right? So they're going to be nice, locked out, and straight. So I'm going to get here as I start to push up, my feet stay straight, and I come up like such. One of the things that you're going to try to do to make this easier on yourself is you're going to keep that bar really, really tight. You notice that when I came up, I wasn't like 6 or 8 inches away from the bar. My chest was nice and close to the bar. So that's exactly what we're going to try to do right here, okay? So when I come up, I'm just trying to skim the bar. My stomach almost stays connected to it as I make that transitional period, okay? So what this is going to allow us to do, guys, is build strength, all right, while we're really engaging those lats, pushing our palms down towards our belt line. And the reason why I picked this position over just doing a simple hollow rock is because the hollow rock brings our arms up in the air, and we don't get that same amount of engagement. It doesn't replicate that transition period the same way it would if we were doing a true muscle up, whether it's a bar muscle up or whether it is a ring muscle up. So guys, try this one out in your next skill session. Get yourself into a low racked bar. Make sure that it's in a safe position. Get yourself a foam roller. Set it up just like we have it set up here, where my buttock is just falling off the back right here, and I'm sitting up with the bar as low as I can to squeak through, okay? Guys, I really hope this helps you out, and until tomorrow, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.